What does it feel like to be hungry? If you wander around a typical grocery store, who would argue that there's plenty of food for everyone? Yet in Oregon, 1 out of 5 children go to bed hungry each night. 1 out of 5, that's 20%. In fact, Oregon is the second hungriest state in the nation after Mississippi. Who are the hungry in Oregon, and how does it happen that people can't afford to put food on the table for their children?
These people need jobs. Everybody that comes to this program, they're hardworking people. They are. And they don't want to come and have to stand in line, for food. They want a job so that they can pay for their own food.
Colton Helping Hands is one of 947 hunger relief agencies throughout Oregon and Clark County, Washington, served by Oregon Food Bank. Donna and 3 friends started the Colton Food Pantry in 2006. From 20 families, the need has grown to 160 families each week, some living in nearby woods because they have lost their homes.
We're partnered with the Oregon Food Bank, and if it hadn't been for the Oregon Food Bank, we wouldn't be in business either, because it got to the point that we weren't being able to get enough food from all of these places that we were going to, because our clientele kept growing.
It is thousands of volunteers like Nancy Collins who allow Oregon Food Bank's network to thrive.
I was feeling not so good about myself, being unemployed, having boys to raise, and I showed up. Someone suggested that I show up, and I showed up, and they were there for me when my family was hungry, and I'm giving back. It's the only way I know how to do it. Colton Helping Hands was there for me when I needed them.
A new emphasis on providing fresh, nutritious produce, meat, and dairy products begins at places like this, Jay Hoffman's Potato Farm in the Tualatin Valley.
We've been working with the food bank 20 years. We've got it down to a science that, he's in here every Friday. Whatever I have, he picks up. And it doesn't matter if I got 6 ton or 60 ton, they'll take whatever I give them. Sometimes some people think that, well, if you're gonna give them food, they're not gonna buy it in the store. No, this isn't the people that normally will grocery shop or anything else. This is a true need.
Through innovative programs like the Fresh Alliance, thousands of tons of food is distributed around the state every week.
Fred Meyer's involvement with the Oregon Food Bank goes back to our beginning with Mr. Meyer in 1922. We donate out of all of our stores and out of our warehouse about 2 million pounds of just meat and dairy a year to the Oregon Food Bank.
The miracle that is Oregon Food Bank is more easily appreciated while visiting their central warehouse. Distribution of emergency food boxes throughout the Oregon Food Bank network increased 2%. From 897,000 in 2007 and 8 to 917,000 in 2009 and 10. That's an increase of 20,000 additional emergency food boxes. Since the beginning of the recession, emergency food box distribution increased a total of 17%. That means the network distributed 130,000 more food boxes than it did 2 years ago. A typical emergency food box provides a 3 to 5 day supply of groceries. Most households seek emergency food boxes less than 4 times a year. With the increased emphasis on nutrition, Oregon Food Bank even offers cooking classes.
We hold classes through the Eating Right program, the Operation Frontline, and we host hands-on cooking and nutrition classes. We teach very basic food, food that doesn't require any specialized equipment, is easy to find, possibly may be found in a food box if you were a recipient of a food box from the Oregon Food Bank. Low cost items, so very basic but very nutritious cooking.
However you slice it, more people than ever are hungry in Oregon. The voices of poverty and hunger can be heard everywhere in the state. Oregon Food Bank is determined to eliminate hunger and its root causes, because no one should be hungry. We can accomplish that goal if you will please help us.